The Second Chimurenga was more than a war. It was a revolution fueled by the bravery of women, youth, and the united support of African nations. Today, we uncover the untold stories of Sheba Tavarwisa, Queen Malikwa, Thoriso Moyo, Comrade Jele, and Comrade Rose Kandiro, while highlighting the collective African effort that made Zimbabwe's independence possible. The Second Chimurenga, Zimbabwe's liberation struggle from colonial rule, spanned from the 1960s to 1980. It was driven by the fight for land, political freedom, and equality against the oppressive Rhodesian settler government under Ian Smith. Key to this struggle were the military wings of ZANU, ZANLA, and ZAPU, ZIPRA, who adopted guerrilla warfare tactics inspired by Marxist ideologies. But what truly set this movement apart was the active involvement of women and youth. Sheba Tavarwisa was a primary school teacher who became one of ZANLA's first female commanders. Her role extended beyond combat. She carried arms from Zambia to Mozambique and ensured women in camps were protected from harassment. In 1978, she became ZANU's Deputy Secretary for Education and joined its high command as the only woman among 27 men. Her role was groundbreaking and a testament to her leadership and resilience. Queen Malikwa joined the armed struggle at just 14 years old. After training at a camp in Zambia, she served as an intelligence officer using her charm to gather vital information on enemy movements. Malikwa survived the horrific Mkushi bombings in 1978 when Rhodesian forces attacked ZIPRA's female training camp. Despite losing many comrades, she continued her mission and later received counterintelligence training in Yugoslavia. Thoriso Moyo, a ZIPRA veteran, has been vocal about recognizing women's contributions to Zimbabwe's liberation struggle. She emphasizes that female fighters played pivotal roles but remain unsung, heroes in history. The history of women should not be ignored. Phiri reminds us as she advocates for preserving their stories through public lectures and documentation. Comrade Jele joined ZIPRA at 17 and trained at the Mkushi camp before surviving its devastating bombardment. After independence in 1980, she joined Zimbabwe's National Army as a private and rose through the ranks to retire as a major in 2018, a testament to women's enduring strength. Comrade Rose Kandiro recalls how colonial injustices pushed women to join the liberation struggle despite immense challenges. From battling hunger to surviving harsh training conditions, women like Kandiro proved their worth both behind enemy lines and on the battlefield. Zimbabwe's youth were not alone in their fight for liberation. Neighboring countries like Mozambique, Zambia, and Tanzania provided critical support. Mozambique hosted ZANLA bases such as Chimoyo and Nyadzonia. Zambia provided ZIPRA training facilities like Mkushi camp while offering logistical aid. Tanzania under Julius Nyerere offered ideological guidance and safe havens for recruits. This united African front demonstrated solidarity against colonial oppression, a powerful reminder that liberation struggles transcend borders. Women and youth were instrumental in achieving independence on April 18, 1980. Their sacrifices reshaped Zimbabwe's history while challenging societal norms about gender roles. For many, their involvement was fueled by personal experiences of injustice, evictions, land dispossession, and oppressive laws. Their bravery laid the foundation for Zimbabwe's independence. Unarmed and vulnerable, young people played critical roles by gathering intelligence on Rhodesian forces. They monitored troop movements, counted vehicles, and reported enemy deployments to guerrillas. Obed Gumede from Nkai district recalls how youths patrolled villages during fundraising parties for guerrillas, ensuring safety while collecting vital information about enemy activity. Youth organized fundraising efforts by brewing beer in villages to purchase essentials like boots and tennis shoes for freedom fighters. Their resourcefulness ensured guerrillas were equipped for battle. Many youths transitioned from support roles to becoming armed guerrillas after training in camps across Zambia and Mozambique. Some were trained in counterintelligence abroad, including countries like Yugoslavia. Thomas Matetwa joined Zanla as a teenager and witnessed the brutal Chimoyo camp bombing in 1977, but continued fighting despite immense loss. Saul Nzuma left school at 16 to join ZIPRA in 1976. He understood that history would not be rewritten from a classroom, but through active resistance against oppression. Obed Gumede's journey began with intelligence gathering and logistical support before transitioning into military training across Zambia. His story reflects the evolution of youth roles during the war. The sacrifices of youth and women during the Second Chimurenga laid the groundwork for Zimbabwe's independence. Their courage reminds us that change is driven by those willing to act despite adversity. The Second Chimurenga teaches us that youth are not just participants, they are leaders in shaping history. As Zimbabwe faces new challenges today, its youth must rise again, not with weapons, but with innovation, integrity, and patriotism.